Hello everybody, it's Santi here, doing the next installment of my World Cup video blog, Russia 2018. This video is a follow-up to the one that precedes it. In my last video I shared who I think the 10 greatest footballers of all time are, regardless of position, regardless of era. In this video I'm going to be sharing who I think the 10 greatest footballing nations are of all time, regardless of era, mostly considering men's football, but factoring in women's a little bit too, and mostly considering World Cups, but also factoring in things like the Olympics and confederation tournaments and so forth. So this will be my grand reveal of who I think the 10 greatest footballing nations are of all time. So get ready for the curtains to come down as I reveal my picks. So just to do a little bit of housekeeping here, you guys already have a precursor of what I'm going to be doing, but some of the countries you will not see among these top 10. Surprisingly, you will not see Portugal, you will not see Mexico, you will not see the former USSR or current day Russia, you will not see Croatia, Yugoslavia, you will not see Poland on this list, just to name a few. So they are not in my top 10, but here we go. I'm going to unveil my top 10. So here we go. I think the 10th greatest soccer nation of all time is Hungary. A lot of people are going to disagree with me on this one, but I'll tell you why. Hungary had some of the greatest attacks of all time in the 1950s, especially the 1954 World Cup, I think was perhaps the greatest offense soccer has ever seen, even though they lost in the final when West Germany upset them 3-2. But great offenses, and they definitely left an indelible mark on soccer, so that's why I think they're the 10th greatest footballing nation of all time. Now, moving up to 9th through all the way up to 5th, I'd say these countries are in a higher stratum. These countries are definitely top 10 worthy, but as far as the order, you could debate it. Number 9, I have England. One of the places where modern day soccer really got its roots. So England has always been in contention, but usually fails to deliver when it comes to getting championships, but they did win the World Cup in 1966. So I have England as the 9th greatest all time. Number 8, I have the Netherlands, Holland. One of the 5 countries I root for because I'm roughly a quarter Dutch. They're the highest country I have ranked that has not won the World Cup. They've made it to the final 3 times, have lost each time, but have definitely been a powerhouse in the sport. So I have the Netherlands at number 8. Number 7 of all time, I have Spain. Has been always a formidable team in European confederation tournaments such as the Euros, and just fairly recently, 2010, won the World Cup in South Africa. So I have Spain at number 7. Number 6, I have Uruguay. This was one tough puppy to rank. I had Uruguay anywhere from not making the top 10 at all to being perhaps the 4th greatest country of all time, but when I settled down on it, I put them at number 6. They've beaten Argentina and Brazil, both in the World Cup final, and have more confederations victories than both Argentina and Brazil combined, but haven't produced a whole lot in recent years. So that's why I have Uruguay at number 6 of all time. Number 5, I have France. France has won 1 World Cup. They've made it to the World Cup final twice. They've won the Euro on multiple occasions. They've had great players in their days like Fontaine, Thierry Henry, Zinedine Zidane, of course. So I have France as the 5th greatest soccer nation of all time. Now, number 4 through number 2 are all very close. This was really tough to pick. But I have Argentina at number 4. One of the 5 countries I root for. My dad lived in Argentina for several years. Argentina has always produced in the Olympics. They've produced in the South American Confederation tournaments, and they've won 2 World Cups, but they've also lost 3 times in the World Cup finals. So that's a reason why number 3 and number 2 are going to be ahead of him on this list. So the 3rd greatest soccer nation of all time, Italy. Another country I root for. I'm actually almost half Italian, as my dad was almost 100% Italian. So real proud of that. They've won 4 World Cups, a record of 3 wins, 1 loss, and 2 draws in the World Cup final. Have definitely impressed. The 1990 edition of Italy was perhaps the greatest defense of all time, even though they failed to win that World Cup. But nonetheless, I have Italy at number 3. Number 2, I have West Germany / United Germany. They've won 4 World Cups, just like Italy, and they've definitely produced and have been a very consistent team. They seem to win the World Cup about once every generation. 1954, 1974, 1990, and then 2014, this recent World Cup. So I have West Germany / modern day Germany at number 2. And the greatest footballing nation of all time, I really hate to say it, but I gotta tip my hat to them, Brazil. It's written in yellow, but obviously you can see the flag. Brazil has won 5 World Cups. They have arguably the greatest player of all time in Pelé. The 1970 and 2002 World Cup squads are perhaps the 2 greatest soccer teams to ever step foot on this planet. So gotta give it to Brazil. I have Brazil at number 1. So there you go. Those are the countries I think are the 10 greatest in soccer of all time pre-Russia 2018. I would like to thank the people who are filming this video right now, my good friends Jordan and Paige Grunaway, who are here with me in Robbinsdale at the middle school. So Jordan, Paige, feel free to come out.
Hello.
Jordan and Paige Grunaway. Thanks for filming this video, guys. And my next installment is going to be where I save the 10 group stage fixtures I'm most excited about in this upcoming World Cup. So until then, take care.